Working with Jonathan on this record was so much easier than the first time. The first time when you work on a record with somebody, when you work with a producer, there's this barrier that you have to overcome and that you have to cross of actually getting to know them, figuring out how they work, build a relationship with them. And that was something that Jonathan and I had to get through when making the EP. We only spent about 5 days with each other in the studio over the span of 1 month. And within those time slots, a lot of the conversations that we had were just genuine conversations about each other and learning who we were as people. Within that, we were also, just so happened to have been crafting a record and figuring out how, this person operates and the way from things like the language and the terms that we use to describe sounds and the general workflow, and we had to learn all of that. Whereas this time, we knew exactly who we were able to work on a record immediately, we were able to skip over all of the getting to know you phase of things and just work and do what we're both good at, and that's writing songs, working on songs, and making them as big and as great as they can be, really. Jonathan was responsible for a lot of things on the record. Some of those things that aren't necessarily even audible. Jonathan was responsible in a lot of ways for pushing the lyrical direction of the album and really making me come out of my comfort zone to be more honest and more direct with the topics that I decided to write about. Jonathan was influential in telling me that certain songs were either really, really good or really, really bad, helping me identify what direction we needed to go in. Working with a producer is always a struggle because you never know if you're going to have chemistry with them or if you're going to be able to pick up on the things that they do or the things that they work on or what they like or what they don't like. Jonathan and I feel like we have a really, really solid working relationship, but we have an even better personal relationship. So coming in now and having all of that in mind, he was a voice of reason that I could trust to guide me in the right direction because I knew that he wanted the same thing that I wanted out of this, and that was to just make incredible songs. He did not hold back. He did not compromise on the things that he saw when working on different projects. He was very much so about making these songs great, and having somebody that you know that well that you can trust is really, really important, because I feel like if it were anybody else I wouldn't have taken that as seriously. But knowing his background, his work ethic, and where he's come from, it was super, super easy to just go in and take his word and trust it. So
You got the O's and the thing that all follow each other. So it's like. That's so tight.